Oh, I remember it so clearly. January 1st, 1993. It felt like such a fresh start for breakfast telly. GMTV launched and there was a real buzz in the air. It was taking over from TVM, which so many people had loved. So we were all wondering what this new show would bring to our mornings. It promised something bright, new and exciting. A brand new companion to have with our first cuppa of the day. It was a big day for British television, that's for sure. The first faces we saw were so welcoming. Eamon Holmes was there, of course, what a legend. And Anne Davies was his co-host on the main sofa. Michael Wilson was the one bringing us all the serious news headlines. Fiona Armstrong was also part of that original lineup. What a team to kick things off! They brought a lovely, professional yet warm energy to our screens. It felt like they were instantly comfortable, ready to ease us into the day. Now, GMTV had a big job on its hands. It wanted to create its own special place in our hearts. The idea was to be a friendly voice, a comforting presence in everyone's home. Almost like another member of the family chatting away in the kitchen. It wasn't just about reading the news, it was about connecting with us. They really wanted to be that friendly face that started your day off right. It was a lovely ambition, wasn't it? The show started off with a great mix of everything. You'd get your important news updates, of course, but then there would be lighter bits, maybe a celebrity popping in for a chat, and the weather forecast, so crucial for planning your day. It was a wonderful blend, designed to give you everything you needed. It didn't take long for GMTV to find its groove. Soon, so many of us were making it a regular part of our morning routine. And who could forget the wonderful Lorraine Kelly? She became such a huge part of GMTV. Her segments were just so popular with everyone, full of warmth and fun. Eventually, she got her very own show, which was just fantastic. Lorraine has that special something, doesn't she? That ability to make you feel like you're chatting with a best friend. She was, and still is, such a beloved figure on our screens. Over the years, more lovely presenters joined the GMTV sofa. Fiona Phillips was absolutely brilliant, so down to earth. Then there was Kate Garraway, who brought such sunshine and warmth, and Ben Shepherd, always so charming and a real favourite. They all became such familiar, friendly faces in our homes. It was always a pleasure to see them each morning. They made that famous sofa look like the most inviting place to be. The brilliant thing about GMTV was that it wasn't afraid to change things up. It really seemed to listen to what we, the viewers, enjoyed. New segments would often appear, keeping everything feeling fresh and interesting. If an idea wasn't quite hitting the mark, they'd try something different. It was constantly evolving, trying new things to keep us engaged. That willingness to adapt was definitely one of its strengths, keeping it lively. And they loved getting us involved. The phone-in segments were always great fun, weren't they? You could share your opinion or ask a question. And the competitions. Oh, the prizes were often amazing. They also featured viewer stories, which made the show feel so much more personal. It wasn't just something you watched. It felt like something you could be a part of. That interactivity really added to its special charm and made us feel connected. It didn't take long for GMTV to become a real fixture in homes all over Britain. You'd hear its iconic theme tune as families were getting ready, kids having their breakfast before school, adults rushing about, preparing for the day ahead. The television would often be on in the kitchen or living room. It was just part of the background hum of morning life. A truly comforting and familiar sound to start the day. The show had such a clever mix of content. You'd get the serious news updates, keeping you informed about what was happening. But then it would switch to something much lighter. Perhaps a cooking segment with a delicious recipe, or an interview with a big celebrity guest. This balance was just perfect for that time of day. It gave you the important information you needed, but also a bit of entertainment and escapism. Many of us actually started to plan our mornings around the show's schedule. You might think, oh, I must catch the main headlines at 7. Or you'd wait for Dr. Hillary's phone-in before leaving the house. Or perhaps you wanted to see which star was being interviewed that day. It genuinely did influence how we organised our time before dashing out. It became a little morning appointment that lots of us wouldn't miss. And the presenters, well, they felt more like friends than distant television personalities. You'd almost feel like you were sharing a virtual cup of tea with them. They were so relatable, so natural and down to earth on screen. It wasn't like watching stiff newsreaders. It was much more relaxed. They felt like part of your extended family. Starting the day with their friendly faces just felt right and made mornings a bit brighter. Oh, the segments we all remember so fondly. The recipe of the week was always a good one for a bit of inspiration. And who could forget the energy of Mr. Motivator in his bright outfits? Dr. Hilary Jones was, and still is, such a trusted voice for health advice. The phone-in competitions always created such a buzz of excitement. There were so many little bits of the show that we looked forward to each day. They really knew how to keep us entertained. There were countless memorable moments over those 17 years. GMTV covered huge breaking news stories with such professionalism and care. But there were also those lovely unscripted moments. A funny gaffe that made everyone chuckle, or a particularly heartwarming interview that might have brought a little tear to your eye. These are the special things that tend to stick in your memory. Those shared experiences we all had, watching together. Then, in September 2010, the news came. GMTV, as we knew it, was coming to an end. It was going to be rebranded. First, it became Daybreak, and then later, of course, Good Morning Britain. It truly felt like the end of a very special era in television. I think a lot of us felt quite sad to see it go. After all, it had been a constant, friendly part of our lives for such a long time. But GMTV definitely left behind an amazing legacy. It really showed everyone how breakfast television could be done, how it could be friendly, informative, and wonderfully entertaining all at once. It holds such a special place in the hearts of so many British viewers. We look back on those GMTV years with so much fondness and nostalgia. It was a true British TV icon, wasn't it? Its sunshine still warms our memories today.